Ladies and gentlemen, this is FOREX. Welcome to PBX Market Scanner. Stop struggling yourself in trading. All you need is simple, repeatable pattern to take better trade and enjoy yourself. Of course, I may not need to have time to start telling you your trading plan. If you do not have a trading plan, no matter how powerful your trading tools are, then it's still going to be a waste. Trading plan has to do with your, you know, position sizing and other factors put together. So if you don't know all of those, I think there's a need for you to attend our training. Or if you're a subscriber of our scanner, of course, and then you're a member of PBS Club, so you should be able to learn more about position sizing, trade, risk management, and other factors put together. Okay, so let's quickly look at how do I trade. Okay, so how do I trade with this scanner? It's very simple. Now, the step is simple. And what do I need to observe to take my trade? Very simple. Now, discipline yourself in trading. But now, our own is that no matter what, so let me just show you the component. If you have not paid attention to the component, there are two major components. There are few components here, but from two sources. I'm sure you can see there's a line that shows red and green. And there's a line that shows PBS sniper sell, PBS sniper buy. And then, of course, the candlestick. So you don't need something that will complicate issues for you. Now, if you so choose, there are other things. If you look at it, there's a high, and you see L, you see H. All right. So first, this one define the key levels. That's the pivot point or support and resistance, I think, when you call it. All right. That shows that, number one. Number two, this high and this low shows about market structure. So meaning that you have a swing low and a swing high. That talk about market structure. If you look up here, it's going to show high. So that means this is a resistance that a Bitcoin crosses. You're going to have smooth running operation up to this level. All right. So understand that in your scanner and then know how to operate. So then another thing you can even add to your scanner from one of it is you can add moving average. All right. If you like, you want to add moving average, you can add it, but I don't add. But for beginners who do not understand market, you may want to add like your moving average. Okay. Now, so this is your scanner. All right. So now, how does it work? So when you come for trading for the day, you want to come first of all to look at your candlestick for the day. So daily chart is very important for you. All right. So I've said this, many people get it complicated. So irrespective of the timing you want to use in trading, there's nobody will tell you what time to trade. So, but for a beginner, at least 1 hour should be your more considerable timing. All right, on crypto, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes should be more considerable timing for you that don't have much understanding about trading. So here you have this kind of, and then you have the previous day. So that means this market is actually bullish. It's still going up. KSD can do full energy. So you expect that today will continue bullish. So you go to 4 hours. 4 hours and 1 hour shows you structure. 4 hours, 1 hour shows you structure. So if you look at this market now, where should I buy from? Now, if yesterday or a day before was a very nice one, that market you're able to get in. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for signal. Okay, so I go to 1 hour. Can I find signal 1 hour? Okay, I don't find signal 1 hour. The market, but you just have an idea that you are in an uptrend. So that makes a lot of sense. So if you're an uptrend, you want to look for buy at every time. So you can see I'm on 1 hour. I've not find any buy opportunity. All right. So because for beginner, I don't want to complicate issues for you. So you go to 30 minutes. Now, even on 30 minutes, you've not find any buy opportunity. All right. Even when a professional trader will have found a buy opportunity, but you have not found. So no problem. So let's go to 15 minutes. If I will find a buy opportunity. It all depends on when you come to the market though. Have I found any buy opportunity on 15 minute? I've not found. So, but you have an idea that the market is actually bullish. So all of these were yesterday. So buy, another sell. So what do I do? Like when I find that the market is bullish, I want to look for more of buy. Then if I say that market is bearish, except for like gold, can do buy and selling. Okay. Now, so I'm in 5 minutes. All right. I'm in 5 minutes. Then there was a signal to buy on 5 minutes. There was a signal to buy. So now the question is that you have missed this signal because look at it. There was not even a powerful signal. Now, why do we say it's not a powerful signal? The sell signal was more powerful than the buy signal. Now, that's when you pay, come close, come close. So when your signal, right? So that's all you are looking for. Number one, how powerful is a signal? Okay? How powerful is a signal? Number one, the signal that is given to you from your key level, either for sell or for buy, really makes sense. So here, if we look at this signal, was powerful than in spite of the fact that we are bullish, right? Now, this signal came. We said, if you check your script, we say, the signal you will trade must have a good momentum. What do you mean by momentum? A life, much life in the candles. So these candles, so your signal will say combine 3 candle patterns. One, the first, so you need to have left and right candle and the center candle. So the center candle should be the one that carry the signal. Then the left and right should be lower than the center on if it's for sale. So write it down. What should carry the signal should be at the center, so it's a 3 candle. The left and right should be lower than the candle that gives signal. So that means, so what do I do? When should I take the trade? You're only taking the trade when the 3 candles are formed. Left and right. So the the left candle should close below the center candle. Now this one didn't even close below. So, but why am I taking it? It came out at a resistance level or key level. So how am I going to take this trade? Okay, you take this trade. If you look at it, take my ruler. You enter the trade, and then I'll take my measurement. After I've entered, I take my measurement to know where I'm going to put my stop loss. So your stop loss will be above the center candle. And of course, you are in an environment where your key level is showing. So the market, your stop loss above it. So your first take profit should be 1:2 risk reward. So that's it. So this is your first take profit. If you look at your first take profit, you see that, this is a support level. So it's a key level. Then this next is still another key level. In fact, the first one was stronger than this one. Okay, so you may be afraid, no? Just take profits, 1:2 risk reward. The next one can be extended, maybe targeting the next key level. So if you target the next key level will be 1:3.55. So now, if you take this trade now, okay, if you take this trade now when he has given you your TP1, so what should you do? What should I do? Now that he has given me my TP1, what should I do? It's very simple. He has given me my TP1. The moment my TP1 is clear at 1:2 risk reward, I can adjust my stop loss. All right? Into my entry level. Very simple. Then, as the market is going, all right, the market got to this point. See, when should I actually sell my position or exit? When the scanner give an opposing valid sell. Now, if you look at this sell, it was not a valid one, okay? So you probably may still be holding your position here, or perhaps most of you who are not professional traders, there is no need. You have taken profit, you are looking for another opportunity. Perhaps this is not an A+ setup. So I may not take this trade. Except otherwise, you may take it by mistake, no problem. So let's say you are taking this trade by mistake, but that's not an A plus because against your rule. Now, if you take this trade, all right, if you take this trade, that means your stop loss is going to be below here. But to me, this trade is not for me because it didn't form proper. This one, what even make it manageable was a rejection at key level. So can you see that? This is a rejection at a key level. Even this one is a rejection at a key level. Okay, so but this one didn't get to the key level. So what is it reacting to? All right, so that's why I will not take this one. Okay, so have you seen how the simple way of taking trade here? Okay, so let's go to gold. So let's go to gold. Let's go to gold. So please, ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. So let's go to gold. So here is gold. So we're on gold. Now, lovely. So don't always avoid not going to daily time frame. Now, so we're on daily time frame for gold. I'm not going to go complex because I love teaching. So, but sometimes some of this teaching can complicate issues for you. So this is good. Now, if you are trading gold, one of the lovely aspects of trading gold is that you can go to lower time frame and then getting your trade, making money. Now, so you ask me, Felix, so what time frame should I go to? Now, first of all, if I come on daily time frame, you see that gold has run down and is seated on a very strong support, right? On a very strong support. So if you look at how many days gold took to move around here, now after closing here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before breaking out. Okay? Now you are seeing that gold has actually broke out. So that means gold is maintaining an up move. Look at previous day candle momentum. So today, as we see more of buy on gold, even if a sell come, will not be too strong. How do we ascertain that? So, okay, let's go. You have come to daily time frame and discovered that the market is bullish. That's why you are coming to daily time frame. So let's go to 4 hours. Now, 4 hours is telling you to sell, but wait for why will I sell at a support? So this is the thing you must understand. So I can't sell at a support. Any sell here will be very small kind of a sell. So this sell is not going to work because you're at a support at a key level. Are you following now? So you go down to 1 hour. You probably will still have that. Okay, so maybe on this 1 hour, can I sell? No. Okay, why? The rule says don't sell at the middle of nowhere. So these are middle of nowhere. This is from this support. So the market should be traveling from this support to this resistance. That will be 3,600 pips. That's how we traded the other day from, I think from here. So if you look at from here for anyone who just obeyed the simple rule, all right, last week to where we are now, that's 3,440 pips. At one point here was a resistance. So now, why don't I sell? Because the market is just a temporary pullback. So if you understand that. Okay, so then I go to 30 minutes. You are seeing what I'm looking for, right? Now, because this sell is a counter sell, that's just like a pullback. So I'm still going back to lower time frame. So of course, if you have ascertained your daily time frame on your gold, and you want to come down to the lower time frame to find some of those trades because it has reversed from where it was. So here is 15 minutes. I might find a buy opportunity. Perhaps I didn't find. Then I go to 5 minutes. Can you see 5 minutes now? So you can see 5 minutes. even though the buy was not a very powerful setup for me and you, right? So like I told you, if a market is bullish, if it's giving me selling port option, except for gold, I want to wait for buy opportunity. This signal was not a valid one because we said the three candle, right, left and right. Even though this is still lower than the both of them, fine, but you wanted this one to close bullish, okay? So, and of course, above this. So that's why you're a little bit concerned. No, this is gold. Remember I said you can go to as low as 1 minute. Now, let's look at this 3-minute signal. Was it a valid one? Not really. Not really the valid one. Because the candle that closed after the signal, okay, was a bullish one, but it didn't close above this candle. So let's go to 1 minute. Perhaps maybe in 1 minute, you will find. So one of the good thing about the 1 minute signal is that you can easily take your profits, okay? So now look at the 1 minute. Because remember that you already know that the market is a bullish market. So a pullback can happen. So now look at it. This 1 minute, does it make sense? It does. Now look at it. Look at the left candle, look at the right candle. So look at the candle that carry the signal. So this candle closes above this. It doesn't matter if it stop you out. So here is your entry, and there is your stop loss below the market. Now, 1:2 risk reward is your take profit. Your first target take profit is 1:2 risk reward. That was already done. All right? That was already what? Done. Now, should I take this signal for sell? No. Can you see why these two things complement each other? Even if at the end of the day it end up selling and give money to people, don't take it. So you ask me reason why? Okay, the market is bullish, and although this is giving you a pullback kind of a thing, so let me remove this moving average. Okay, so here you come. Now you say sell. It will have been a beautiful sell when you don't have all of this support, though you know you are in 1 minute. So, but it's not a beautiful sell. And again, it determines the timing. The timing you come. The best time for trading gold is usually from like 1 a.m. to 2, 3 a.m. Then from 5 a.m., 5:30, 6 a.m. GMT +1 to 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Then probably 10:30 in the morning, GMT +1, right? To maybe 12:30 or 1:30 or 1 p.m. Right? Then when that is done, by 3 p.m. GMT +1, 3 p.m. to, in fact, you can trade it down to 6 p.m. So make a lot of sense. So because the time, like now, this time, the market will be struggling. So you wouldn't have what exactly you are looking for gold. But that's how it is. So very simple. Just take it easy and then you'll be fine. Does that make sense? Okay. So now let's go to currencies. Currency is the most easiest things to trade, but it require patience. All right. So let's go to the currencies. Okay, let's go to the currency. Go to currency. So I'm just going to pick any one. Remember, this is to educate you to know how to use your scanner properly. So here is currency. So remember, we'll say we'll first go on daily time frame. Now, so this currency is quite delicate now. Can you see that? So it's having a very lot of tussle, right? A big tussle on this currency. Now, give and take, it crosses below a major key level. and now it's getting ahead to that place and having some strong resistance. All right, so now this is daily. So yesterday was bullish, at least closes above this previous one. All right, so today is supposed to be bullish. And now you are now limited here. So this type of trade may be very, very difficult at the point, so you have to be very careful. So now let's go to 4 hours. So 4 hours give you the structure, perhaps. Can you see that? So give you the structure. So that means like yesterday, somebody was buying, massive buying, all of that. So on these 4 hours, you still have some places to travel to. Let's look at it from here to this point, about 60 something pips and all of that. So no signal is given. We are both for support. So you want to go to 1 hour. So don't stress yourself. Okay, so 1 hour give a sell signal, but it's not valid. You will not ask me, well, is why? So the signal will have been valid because we're having a support. Okay? So if you look at it at the time it gave you, I will have entered into this trade at the close of the 1 hour, if it's at the resistance point, maybe somewhere here or here. But in this now, it's delicate. So let's go to 30 minutes. Okay? So on 30 minutes, right? On 30 minutes, see the sell, then still come back to the support level. So 15 minutes, okay, it is what it is too. I didn't find a beautiful signal, even though this sell down very well, but it can still turn to be a pullback because of the structure is still continue as an uptrend. All right, so sometimes when I just see a trade that's going to waste my time for nothing, I don't even bother myself staying there. So if you go back to the last time, maybe 5 minutes, because you are bullish in your mind, that means you will have taken this trade, right? So look at 5 minutes, you will have taken this trade at this point and put the stop loss below here, and then 1:2 risk reward. Do you see that? Because if you have sold this one, there's no how you even sell this one, because look at the signal. Now, for the fact that I was massively pushing down here, shouldn't bother you. So because your bias was already bullish. You get that now? Okay. So your entry is here, and then you are targeting 1:2 risk reward, first to 4. So we're going to check. So we're going to check what do they call it? Other instruments, so that we can be on the same page. So you extend your 1:2 risk reward. So your position sizing determine how many lot size we are going to use. That's the simplest way of taking trade, your currencies and all the like. So if I take other instrument, let's look at GBP USD. So this is another signal, but I won't take it, it's too long. I will tell you, when you have a wick that is too long, wait for it to get to what we call rejection block. I'm not here to teach rejection block, but you can see the retest that will have been the buy. Okay, let's look at USD JPY. It was buried, therefore you keep taking trade for sell. So let's look at some of those other instruments we sold down yesterday. So let's go to daily time frame. Okay, so let's look at this one now. So the 3 days, second day, third day, and today. So what we're now seeing is that it's like the market was, because this is the signal we gave yesterday, and it did well. Okay. So from look of things now, it's as if the market want to return back. That's what it means. So daily time frame. So I've seen this market is extremely bearish. It's not within its structure at all. Look at it. It went off. So let's go to 4 hours. Wow. So 4 hours it didn't give signal, but it gave you a structure, right? It didn't give you a signal, but it gave you a structure. What do you mean by give you a structure? Look at it at the support level. So this market, you're looking at here to here. So it gave you a structure, but it doesn't give you a signal. So where will I find signal? Maybe if you go to 1 hour. So let's go to 1 hour. Good. 1 hour give you a signal, but it's a quite dangerous kind of signal it gave to you. All right. So on 1 hour on a good day. Now listen to me. Okay. So on a good day, if this signal was given to you, this 1 hour, see how powerful it is, right? Follow your signal. Now, if this signal was given to you on 1 hour time frame, and this 1 hour time frame, okay, this 1 hour time frame came here, it was at the support. At the close of that candle, take it right. But now this signal was given because the market was extremely bearish. Now, I won't be able to take this trade. So that means there's a need for me to go to like 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and all of that. So at the 30 minutes, it's still even the same thing because it was still below its structure. So that's why it could be delicate sometimes. So it's still below structure, then I'll go to 15 minutes. I'm not saying you have to continue doing this, but I'm just telling you how most time, because the market was very bearish. You can see now that all the signal that is coming, but they are valid, but they are out of structure. All right. So let's go to 5 minutes, perhaps. You can see that 5 minutes does the magic. Exactly, you are a day trader. 5 minutes is the most powerful logical timing. Right. So now, if you're on 5 minutes, you can see the signal. How will you have taken this signal? Because you already know that okay, the market was trying to readjust back. So here, the candle that carried the signal is lower than both candles. So all we told you to do is that when a signal come, wait to have 3 candles formed. And once the 3 candles formed, you want to look at the one at the left and the one at the right. So that means these 3 candles must have closed. And the nature of their closing is this. The center candle is lower, is the lowest among all the candle in that region, right? Then you have the left, which is the initial, and then you have the right, which is after this. So that means with this 5 minute time frame, all right, let me see what this time is. This is around 2:30 a.m. So this will have been your old entry. Look at it. So just pay attention. Okay, now the question is that if I miss this trade, you can always find another trade. So don't, so your stop loss here, and your first take profit is 1:2 what? So that means your first take profit is taken. And then that should be around, how many pips is this? 56 pips. So you are in profit. That's how it is. Okay. So now this one I want to give a counter signal. So this counter signal is just going to be a mere pullback or a retracement. So, but if you do not understand, you probably could wait. But if you take this signal, so let's see. So now this signal is forming, right? Should I enter now? It's wrong. You can't enter now. Why? Now, if it's a higher time frame, like 30 minutes, 1 hour, and all of that, you say this is already a rejection, I will enter. But you now you have to wait. What are you waiting for? The third candle. So the third candle close below here, you are taking an entry. Because if you enter now, look at what, so let's watch, we'll return back here and see what will happen to the third candle. Do you understand? So by the time the third candle opens, and first went down, all right, okay, the third candle is now opened. Maybe first went down, all right, so it's going to sell the way I saw it. I think it went up. So if that candle had first gone down, then it's going to take out this. Then it will now be, it will push you off. So, but if this candle go valid to sell, so what you will now have is this. But I can tell you that this sell will not travel far. So you have to pay attention. So you may cut, so you put your stop loss like this, and then if you target 1:2 risk reward, will it get there? Perhaps, maybe. So you have to set your, all right, you have to set your profit there. What's that? GBP AUD. GBP AUD. So GBP AUD. You will just discover that it's just a mere pullback. Okay, I've just sold, for instance. So what we say we wait for the third candle to actually close. So your stop loss will be above, okay? And so my own stop loss now, I'm going to put 1.91, 1.91891 as my stop loss. 1.91891. So that's my stop loss. My take profit. So 1:2 risk reward. 91180. 91180 as my take profit. So now, so let's watch what will happen. So this candle is about to close. Well, you remember I say you have to wait for the confirmation. So by the time you wait for confirmation and it closes bearish, so you take your trade, right? So maybe your trade may a bit go lower, maybe somewhere here. So that means you are now saying ratio 1:2 will be somewhere there. Okay? So, but me, I took the trade now. So even if I don't use the big lot size, now there's other thing I'll be looking for. So let's see how this market actually come to now come and create a support, because right now, overall, the market is bullish. Overall, the market is bearish, sorry. So overall, the market is bearish. And the only thing is that today want to go bullish because it first went down. So then before trying to go up. So overall, the market is what do I call it? Is bearish. So I've taken a trade and I will to allow it to run. So all you do, you have done that. So you know what's your account size, so you can know what you are taking for position sizing and all the like. They are very, very fundamental if you must achieve better results. So you don't just right, don't just guess, right? You must do what is appropriate so that you will not be under pressure. So that's the fantastic thing um about this scanner. It's very, very simple, straightforward, and then you can always trade and be profitable. So it doesn't matter. So yeah, so that's just it for your trading and working with your trading activities. And then you'll be doing so much massive stuff and all of that. So you can take any instrument, but of course, I always love people to have their own set of instrument they actually trade, and that will help you to minimize juggling around and all of that. Now, if you look at this now, this market goes straight up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we've taken from here 6. So that means bound to have a pullback. So let's go to this now. USD card. So USD card, now you ask, say sell here. This is not like a rejection. This is like a sweep, right? Okay. So a rejection will have at the key levels there will have shows the action. So reacting to that place. But here it's showing a sweep of whatever. So now, so let's quickly look at it. That's a sell. So this is a daily time frame. Now, so that was yesterday. All right. So today, Now, if we go back to startup, I can just, you already seen a sell, so you can just go back to 1 hour perhaps. So look at 4 hours. So it makes sense, right? So can you see that it makes sense that you're seeing a sell at a region, and so that could actually provide a good sell, right? Okay. So this is like now a pullback for this sell. So that means sell will still continue. All right. Look at the support down there. All right. All right. It's just like a pullback. So the sell will continue. So this type of market, you're looking for sell. Okay. So your scanner has really helped you to look at the market clearly. So this type of market, you're looking for sell. Let me go to my 5-minute time frame. If you're a day trader, okay. So this market, why is it doing choppy kind of a thing? And this is not good. So if it's not good and the market is doing choppy, don't act to them unnecessarily. Can't find this. A buy. This is not healthy. This is not. So just got support, resistance. So, but this is how it's going to be doing and continue to sell. So that means for you, all you're looking for is to sell, etc. So what should I do here? I need to have a very good signal. So if you look at this one now, this is a good signal for me to sell. When you sell here, will I put my stop loss here? No, there is a resistance ahead and there's a swing point. So it's supposed to be like this. You get the entry here. So the stop loss will be above here. And you do 1:2 risk reward as your minimum. Yeah, something like that. Now, this one that's happening now, you don't bother. If you stop you out, you wait and strategize. That's the truth. So struggling unnecessarily is not, okay, this is USD card. So I think USD is gaining momentum. So that was like showing a pullback and all of that. Okay, so let's look at any instrument again at all. So let's go back to this guy. Wow, can see this guy now. So that's printed another one. So I told you that it's just like a pullback. So because even though the second candle or the third candle validates the sell, but look at it. So if you get stopped out, so eventually you're looking for a buying opportunity. Okay. So sometime when you have your personal account, I trade with Capital Extend. So if you don't have an account, you want to create account. If you want to trade gold, there's a need to create like a what we call cent account, but it's called micro account or well trade. Right? When you register, maybe fund with $100, $200, can put it on the micro account, not say pro, so that you can trade and maximize gold movement with that cent account and have lesser negative impact on your account. Then outside that, you want to effectively practice this scanner. I would advise you can check with us on any of those okay, any of those call it for me, any of those prop firm, not the one the one you pass and pay later. So maybe just $10 to buy, and then when you pass, you are giving the account, but you have to pay before you are giving. So that one can be more easier for you. All right, that one can be more easier for you to work with. So because you know you are not spending money, unnecessary money, or a bogus money to access the account. All right, so that's it. So trading with this is very simple. Do have a nice time. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now and take advantage of our scanner. Bye.